Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. Welcome to my video. So nice of you to stop by to see my video. I appreciate you. Hello from Texas. I appreciate you all. The life lessons learned from my dad. You know, as a lad of a boy, my dad was literally my best friend. And he taught me everything I know. I mean, the man was just wonderful. He taught me how to sharpen a knife. He taught me how to whittle, and I never was any good at it, but I sure tried. But my dad taught me different things. My dad taught me gun safety and to always consider a firearm as being loaded. You don't ever shoot it to see if it's loaded. You don't ever do these things. And although I did that a time or two in my life, and I blew a hole in my wall one time with a 12-gauge shotgun, I said, man, you idiot. I mean, I really got after myself because my dad always taught me to always consider a firearm as loaded. So that way, you don't have to worry about things. And you can always, operate safely as well as you can. But there's so many life lessons I learned from my dad on how to get along with others, how to talk to people, and how to be kind to others, even hard heads that, they're going to try you, they're going to come against you, troublemakers, how to avoid those kind of people. My dad taught me just to walk away. And he said, if you even have to run from a fight, it's better for you than when you know that you can hurt somebody and hurt them bad. But the thing is, when you do harm somebody else, there's going to be consequences. The guy may have brothers that are criminal. And what if you harm somebody and there comes about legal problems from harming somebody else? And what's the point of proving to somebody else that you can beat them up? Friends? No. My dad taught me these things. A lot of people think, well, you're just a coward. You walk away from somebody or you run from a fight. Friend, let me tell you something. You can hurt somebody and hurt them bad. You can cause damage to their body in such a way that they will have problems the rest of their lives. And these are things that my dad taught me to be considerate of others, even those that come against you. Those that want to be obstacles in your path. And I've had people like that. I've tried to walk in a door and I've had a guy stretch his arm across the door like that. It looks like I am right here. See? I'm showing you. And confront me, daring me to say something. Then I've had other people walk up to me just like this. Literally, of course, they're always bigger than I am. They don't pick on somebody their own size, And they think the little guy can't harm them, but you can. And things can happen. You could hit them in such a way to where they fall and they bust their head open or cause a serious brain bleed. You see, people, I'm going to tell you something. We are fearfully and wondrously made by the Lord God. My dad taught me these things. You can hit a man in the chest and actually cause him to go into cardiac arrest. The thing to ask yourself is it worth it? I'm not saying be chicken. I'm not saying that. And I know, like here in Texas, all throughout the South, there is a stand your ground law. I understand that. My brother, he's Chief Warrant Officer, retired, United States Army. He done let me know I'm not getting out of the way of anybody. See, he don't go by what Dad taught. My brother went into the U.S. Army, and my brother was a fighter. My brother was quite a fighter. My brother used a rifle, and oh, listen, my brother can fight with a rifle like you wouldn't believe. And, he's even showed me things that you can do with a revolver that you can seriously harm people, that will stop an assailant that is attacking you intent on doing harm. Like, for example, if they have a knife or something. My brother taught me these things. But I'm not going in detail with that because, there could be legal implications. I don't do that. But I'm just telling you that, you don't have to shoot somebody. You don't have to shoot somebody. You can use that gun to literally stop them in their tracks. Well, hello, Oreo. Come here, girl. Come up here and say hello to everybody. This is my rescue cat. I've had for about 6 years now. And her name is Oreo. And she mothers the little kittens that I bring in. And I bottle feed them, milk and stuff until they get up big enough. And then I find homes for them. But this is my little sidekick helper right here. She's the little mama kitty. Yes, she is. She's a good girl. I had her declawed. I wish I hadn't done that. I'll never have another animal declawed again. I never will. Just get them a scratching post. I found out. That's all you got to do. She's a darling girl, and she loves her daddy. Yes, she does. She's a good girl. There you go, baby. But, people, the thing my dad always told me was, like, say you're going grocery shopping, Somebody whips in front of you. Or you go to get your grocery cart out and somebody literally takes it out of your hands and walks off with it. I've had that happen to me. And, friend, you're going grocery shopping. You're not going to get in a boxing match. You're not going in there to get involved in a possible self-defense situation that can turn quickly very dangerous and can possibly include others. You don't want to do these things. But my dad taught me so many life lessons that I shall never forget. My daddy taught me how to fish, and he taught me how to clean a fish, how to scale a fish and clean them. And my dad never did fillet. I learned this later on, filleting. But my dad, when he cooked a fish, he'd cook the whole thing, even with a head on it. And sometimes he'd cut the head off of the perch, the bluegills we call it. And my dad had a unique way of cooking the bluegill or the perch in the iron skillet. And he always used lard. Back in the 50s, we used lard. 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, everybody used lard. And but we used lard, and we used Crisco lard. And my dad would cook the fish, He'd put them in egg and flour, salt and pepper them, do it again. And he also mixed in cornmeal in the flour, and it had a wonderful crust. Oh, they were mouth-watering crusts. But he would cook them in the skillet, and then he would cut a potato up, a whole potato, slice it all up real good, and put it all in there like chips, like British chips. They're about that long, and they're square. They're pretty big. They're pretty thick sliced potatoes, and but they're short, stubby like British chips, and fish and chips. So my dad taught me how to do these things, and I learned so much from him. The use of garlic and the use of salt, sea salt, and the use of cracked black pepper, and the use of flour. Everything, how to make biscuits, how to make bread. I mean, my dad was a wonderful teacher. He taught me so many life lessons. But the one on getting along with others is one of the lessons that I really thank my God for. Because, friends, the last thing you want is to be a walking powder keg where you're literally ready to blow your top. That's what we said back in the 50s and 60s. Don't blow your top. And, we've got people that are road raging and everything else. And friends, they've never been taught life lessons. They've never been taught to be considerate of others. And my dad taught me these things, and I'm thankful for it. My dad was my best friend. He died in 1974. He died August 16th, and my son, our firstborn, was born December 18th. So my daddy never got to see any of our children, and that greatly sorrowed and saddened me. But I love my dad. My dad was a wonderful, 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 best friend. And I'll never forget him. Hit the like button. It helps my channel to grow. I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate you all. And goodbye from Texas. And from baby Oreo also. Good girl. See, she's saying goodbye. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye from Texas.